about your working career around working with Indigenous groups and Indigenous corporations around the place. Is there more you'd like to tell us about, or what you've experienced around the world focusing on business sustainability, or anything in that area around dealing with Indigenous corporations or people? Can you tell us about where it's taken you or what you've done in that area?
Yeah, sure. I mean, mostly it's been in Canada and Australia, of course. And it's really been with a focus on helping the Indigenous communities leverage resource development. So it's helping them to sort of prepare their own businesses so that they can maximize, the benefit that flows from resource development. So whether it's oil and gas or mining, most Indigenous communities, well, I shouldn't say most, in the past, the Indigenous communities haven't really had the opportunity to develop that business capability that focuses on whether it's providing services or whether it's actually delivering something specific for a mining company, or maybe it's just employment resources provision to the resources industry, whatever it is. There hasn't traditionally been all that many opportunities. So I've tried to work with the communities, Indigenous corporations as well, to develop that capability to meet the pre-qualification standards that are often, or more, I shouldn't say often, always put in place by resources companies to deliver on contracts or whatever it is. So helping them to understand what those pre-qualifications are, so that actually they're enabled to make tender submissions or whatever it is. So it really has been an education process, and I just encourage that resource companies need to continue to recognize that there's opportunity in the Indigenous communities to develop their capability, and by adding that layer of whatever you want to call it, it's just a different way of thinking to how the resource company delivers their business. It just is important to recognize that Indigenous communities have a lot to offer, but they need help to understand the way to deliver it to meet the standards or the requirements of the company that's wanting to engage their services.